Alright, everybody, this is One-Eyed Ace. We had some PlayStation players asking me about my simulator controls lately, so I figured I'd do a little demonstration of those controls, and maybe you like it, maybe not. Maybe you get some ideas. At any rate, I got most of these originally from Gate Gnomes' control videos, and there was just a few conflicts with the way my tank views and things were working. So this is what I came up with to have the best control overlap between these and my tank controls, so I'm not always having to adjust back and forth. P61C1 just got a cockpit lately, so let's take this out. I set up an airfield domination takeoff, just so I'll have some AIs around to shoot at and do things, so you'll be able to see things a little better. And I'm definitely not good enough to try this with real people because I'd get my ass shot down. So at least with an AI I have a chance. But let's give this a whirl. Let's go with the universal there. Alright, giddy up. First thing I'll show you is outside the view. My view controls, I hit X and O together to change to my gunner view or whatever. And my mouse pad will scroll that gun around. Trigger would fire if I saw somebody coming. Maybe they'll be here in a minute. Alright, back to the cockpit. Well, let's do one more thing outside. Alright, right stick. My rudder left and right. Left stick up and down is my elevator, and left and right is my ailerons. Alright, back to the cockpit. My zoom axis is L1, which also happens to be R1 and L1 do my head movement left and right. But anyway, I've got zoom on this, L1 plus R2 together, that way I don't shoot somebody. And my right stick, zoom in all the way, pull back all the way. Just for takeoff, I'm going to pull back all the way, let off R2 first so I don't shoot anybody. X will recenter my view. And before I take off, let's talk about my view controls. Hold down L2 in my right stick, and I'll be able to look around. And if I want to look a little bit over my cowling there, I can hold down L1 and R2, which, you remember, do this. If I hold them together, I get a view up like that, and then I can look around and go, oh hey, Ralph back there. You bring a sandwich with you, Ralph? Oh, here comes some AI. Anyway, enough of that. Center back to there by X. I'm going to go ahead and throttle up. That's my right stick. And my yaw's on my right stick too. Get ready to apply some of that. Once I figure out which way I'm going to go, it's going to pull to the left, so I'm going to apply some right stick. Fair amount at first until I get a little speed up. Put my flaps to take off with the right D-pad now. Alright, usually I like to get about 130 or so, and I'll start pulling back. Up on the D-pad for my gear. I'm going to push down a little bit, get some speed up. Once I get to about 150 or so, I'll pull my flaps up. Right on the D-pad. I'm going to drop a little bit. I'm going to throttle up. Start pulling back. Get my speed up. Get some air over my wings. Alright, look around. Hold down L2. I want to zoom in. I just click down on my right stick. Hey there. And we got some enemy AI up here. And some friendlies in simulator. It'll show you once you get close enough. And zoom back out. I'm going to jump into my gunner view just for shits and giggles. I can control my throttle from here. I can control my roll with my left stick. Control my pitch. I can even do my yaw. If anything works, I'm just aiming my gun with my mouse pad. Zoom in with my right stick. back to the cockpit. I'm holding down L2, using my right stick to look around. There goes somebody. I'm going to throttle back, try to keep my eyes on that guy. Whoa. L2 and X get me forward again if I lose where I am. This guy here. Zoom in there. Oh, the gunner's already going to take care of that guy. Oh. Just holding down L2 while I'm using my right stick to look around while I'm flying with my left stick. Oh shit. Turn right. Alright, I'm going to speed up a little bit. I'm going to eat some trees here in a minute. Anyway, alright, if I want to look behind me, just look over there. My R1 bumper, give me a little bit together, give me a little bit better view there. Center back with X and 2. And what I did was I mapped my firing controls where if you don't do it this way, then you won't be able to fire when you're using your L2 and your right stick to view, but I can fire just like normal now. And if I let off on L2, I've still got guns assigned just to R2 on their own, or I had to go through and map them to L2 and R2 to get that effect. Otherwise, when I'm looking around, I wouldn't be able to fire my guns, which is kind of goofy. So, just if you decide to go this way, make sure both of those are mapped that way. Otherwise, you're going to either not be able to fire your guns when you need them the most, or you're just not going to notice it until it's going to be frustrating. So just keep that in mind. Alright, anyway, that's enough of that. Zoom back out. I don't know if there's any controls I left out. Oh yeah, trim. If I want to do my trim, I just kind of pull my rudder back, my aileron, whatever. You know, just be sure that you're using whatever input that you want. The way I've got it set up, I just tap L1 and R1 together, and I'll set my trim. Really, the only thing I was doing then was pulling up a little bit because I was going pretty straight. You know, I've got 2 engines on this thing. I don't get a lot of weird torque action going on, and so it's got my elevon or whatever that thing is. Angled up 15 degrees. If I want to cancel that, I just hold down L1 and R2 together. It'll cancel out my elevator trim. And also, while I was doing that, I could do my zoom axis if I wanted to, but I don't. I just let off R2 first, so I don't fire my guns, and then X to center myself back. It might be a little overly complicated, but it seems everything works best that way, so why mess with it? Alright, zoom is my right stick, X and L2 to get back there. If I want to bomb something, then I would press my square button to drop my bombs. Since the object of this game is to land, I'm going to put down my gear, my landing flaps, and zoom back out. And I'll throttle up to about, say, 30%. There's just a plane going over there. I can't let that little AI go, so I'm going to pull everything up, zoom back in, throttle up. And where's that guy? It's hunting. I try not to hit the ground. Go shoot that little biplane down. That's a friendly one. Hey, how about that? Oh, no, that guy. Hey, need more pilot skills. How can I stop? Hey, someone must be trying to sneak up behind me.